Hello, Rochelle here again. I'm going to talk about this time what Hawks is going to look like when you get into it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm at learn.hawkslearning.com. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And when you sign in, you're going to see your courses listed. Now you're only going to have one course, and that course is going to be the developmental math course here, spring 2018. Now I haven't finished setting up the course. So really what you're going to see is you're not going to see anything overdue. You'll see section 1.1 to begin with here, and these tests and everything will come later. I just haven't set those up yet. So you'll be able to see those courses. But what I want to point out is along the top here, if at any time you want to check your grade, you can go ahead and hit the grade option. And this is going to let you know what your grade is at the current time. There will be an overall grade here. Again, I don't have it all set up right now. And so it says I have a 0.0, but yours should say a 4.0 once you've completed something. I'm going to hit my dashboard button to go back. And the other thing I want to note up on the top here is this, this envelope here, which is your messages. You'll notice I have 337 messages. But if I click on that and I look at it, first of all, you won't see this menu. It will go straight into this screen right here. And you'll see messages. You may see none at this point, but you will see messages from here. You notice that these are all to me, so I have not ignored my messages. But you're going to want to make sure you check your messages once you see something in that inbox, because I will be sending you messages updating you on things. For now, I would love for you to hit compose. And just so you can practice sending a message, if you hit the to button right here, because you can't type within that window, you're going to have to click to, and then you're going to have to select me as your instructor. Okay, you'll have to click on me. And then you can just say subject, about me. And I'd love for you to send me a message about yourself. Hi, my name is Rochelle Mitchell. I have 3 children, including twins. And I played basketball in college. Those are just a couple things about me, but you can tell me whatever you want. Thanks, whatever. And then just hit send. The send here is a little bit off the screen, but I'm going to hit send. So I would love for you to send me messages via this system, and I'd love a message about you. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the X up here, which is a little off screen. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, look at my course. And when I want to go in, I can just click on a lesson, but I'm going to go ahead and click on View Course. And that will get me into several other options. Now you're going to have a few different options up here. We'll have materials that will have your syllabus and everything here. And again, you will not see any of this red business. But if you want to retake a pretest, this is where you're going to need to hit the tab button, and you'll see that you've finished one, and you just click on it and you can redo it. If you go into lessons, these are all the lessons that are due. These are kind of the daily lessons that you also see in your to-do list here. So if I look here, the very first section is section 1.1, and if I click on it, what I'm going to see is 3 different options here. The recommended path is to start and learn, go to practice, and then certify. If you remember from your grade video, the certify is the thing that counts for your grade. Now, if this is a review class for you, I actually encourage you to go to certify to begin with and see if you know the material already. So when I look at these problems, it's taking a little while to load up, isn't it? But if I look at this problem here, I will see it says in expanded notation. But if I don't remember what expanded notation is, I'm right here. I'm going to need to submit my answer. And I get it wrong and it says incomplete. Try again. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And I'll just, hit 2000. I don't know. But I'm going to hit submit an answer, and that's going to be incorrect. Now I can try a similar question and see if I can get it. But what's going to happen is if I get it wrong, I'm just going to put in some numbers here. You notice this 3 up here? That's the number of strikes I get on my Certify. If I hit submit again and I get it wrong, you will notice I'm going to display the solution. Oh, expanded notation looks like this, right? And then once I return to the Certify, I'm going to only have 2 strikes left. Okay? And so if I get to a problem like this and I need to write out the number and I still don't remember how to do that, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to end the Certify. I'm not going to save it. You can if you're working on a Certify and you want to go back to it. I'm going to exit without saving. If I can continue on and not miss anything or only miss one, then I think that, you know, I'm going to know that material. But that's, again, just to check. If you find that you're missing problems or don't know what's going on, then you want to go back to the Learn and watch the lessons. You will notice that you'll have some objectives, and at any point, it talks about reading whole numbers. At any point, you are also able to watch a video by just clicking watch here. There will be a video on standard and expanded notation. They can be a little dry, a little, you know, not very exciting. So, but you could also go on any website. You could go on, I always often recommend Khan Academy. But this is specific. These videos are specific to this website. So I think it's a pretty good idea to go through them. You can hit next at any time once you've read through or listened to it. And there'll be little videos in there. And at any point, you can end the Learn. Now, the one in between the Learn and the Certify can be helpful if you go into practice. The benefit of this area is you're doing the same problems from the Certify, but if you look down here, I'm going to move myself around again, you can skip a question. So if you just want to practice a certain kind, you can also try a similar question if you want extra help with that. You can also go in, you can send me a question, but you can also go into the tutor. So if you're working through and you know how to do a lot of the problems, you can go into tutor. And if you look up here at the options, you can hit the solution, you can go back to Learn, but the step-by-step will actually guide you through, ask you to enter in. So 6 times, 1,000 is going to equal 6,000. And this is going to be times 100. This is going to be times 10 times 1. And then I can put the answers in over here. And I can hit submit, or I can just display this answer if I just wasn't sure how to enter it. So it can bring you through step by step. So I really like the practice portion, the Learn and the practice portion. But realistically, I'm going to exit without saving. Once I have completed the Certify, a little certification's going to pop up, and that means I can move on to the next lesson. Now, if I go back here, this is kind of a quick run through, right? And if I look at my due dates and everything, I'll have all these lessons. And what you're going to see is after lesson 1.9, a pre-test is going to be due and then the test. And so this kind of gives you an idea of the exact order you should be working on. And when you go into the pre-test, that's something you can also pause, but it's not going to give you instant feedback. Okay? So I don't want to keep this video any longer. I just wanted to give you an idea of what you're going to be doing in Hawks. All right. And then you can also send me messages. You know how to send a message here. You can send me an email when you have questions. I highly encourage you to watch the introductory video that's on the login page as well. That'll go through all this stuff. Okay. So you have a great day. And again, always email me if you have any questions. Rochelle signing out.